100 orders have been placed on our today's special value, almost half of which came in this show. Big part of it is because I get to say one of my favorite phrases, lowest price we found anywhere. For Dyson, I'm going to add. Dyson at the lowest price you're going to find anywhere on the only combination heater and fan today's special value that we're doing for the whole year. Kirsten said it earlier, I'm going to reiterate, the timing is flawless on this because in many parts of the country, you wake up in the morning and you don't want to get out of bed, really for a lot of reasons, but also because it's so chilly, right? If I said something to cut the chill a little bit, but then mid-afternoon, it's starting to warm up and I need to cool the house down. That process of heating and cooling an entire home is really expensive. Dyson is the experts at moving air, whether it's heated air or cool air. And it converts your entire home environment to a perfect climate-controlled situation, an oasis. This has the heating and the cooling built in. It's called the AM09. And it'll be the only time this year you see it as a TSV. But this Dyson technology, just like the other Dyson items, the hair dryers, the vacuum cleaners, they're not the lowest price items, right? Because they're high quality. They're meant to last a really long time. This heater and fan runs for $469. Today, our special value is under $300 on 5 easy monthly payments of $60. Or if you're using interest-free special financing, breaks it down to about $33 a month. And it ships for free. Jet focus, and listen to this. You can hear the voices in other studios in this building better than you can hear this fan right now, because it's so whisper quiet. Imagine taking this to your bedroom when you sleep at night, setting the temperature at whatever you like because it has a built-in thermostat, and then shutting off the heat in the rest of the house, or shutting off the air conditioning in the rest of the house, and only paying for 8 hours a day to run this small unit as opposed to your HVAC. You're going to save a ton of money in the short run and the long run. We have 2 color choices, and I want to hear from you. If you are one of the over 970,000 home environment Dyson owners, call me, 1-800-395-1601. The choice is easy, and a lot of you have made one, but let's show you what we've got. We have it in the white, which to me kind of looks like modern home technology. If you have it in the kitchen or a light colored bedroom or a big space, it just looks really clean and beautiful. And then we have it in the black and silver, very popular today. We began the day with 7,500 of the black, and we have 2,600 remaining at 12:45 in the afternoon East Coast. It's V35348. There's lots of technology. It doesn't look like it, right? That's by design. But the technology is important, and it's going to be explained to us by Debbie Fedjikoff, who joins us for this shorter presentation today, but certainly one that's going to have you be real excited about getting it home. Debbie, it's great to see you as always with Dyson.
Thank you.
I don't know a host at this point who doesn't own this, who doesn't have their own personal stories to tell. I loved watching my own energy bill go down, down, down because I was only using this when I was sleeping at night. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And then I just move it from room to room to room. Yep. It's basically like having that same comfort you wish you had in the entire home all the time, wherever you are.
Yes, it's the lightest heater fan that we make, so extremely portable. And that allows you to take it to the rooms that you're spending time in. And it's also our most popular heater fan here at QVC, and it's for a reason. It works so well to heat up your room quickly or to cool it down. This is one of those things, Jen, that I use every single day. Yeah. I never put it away. And when company comes over, unlike a traditional heater or fan that you might be shoving in the closet, you're proud to display this because it looks so good.
You are. Here's some of the top features inside.
Yeah, so it is a 2-in-1 bladeless technology. You have that powerful cooling fan for the warmer months or for just the gathering at Thanksgiving when everybody's, in the kitchen. But then with the push of a button, you have a heater that's going to heat the whole room quickly. 2 different airflow modes, so jet focus, which is your personal mode, or diffuse to share throughout the room. This has an energy efficient, intelligent thermostat, so you can set it to whatever temperature you like, and the AM09 is only going to work when it needs to maintain that room temperature. It's the lightest that we make, under 6 pounds, so you can easily move this from room to room. You have oscillation, tilt technology, so really customizable. And then the best part is It's simple and
No
easy.
blades
You
to
just
clean.
wipe down
Yeah.
to keep it clean.
And I know we'll talk about this later, but even if you have pets, because we were talking about Logan, your
Yes.
gorgeous dog,
Oh,
and
thank you.
my Madam Mim, who's
Yep.
just mischievous, right? If a tail knocks it over or kitty cat knocks it over, it's going to shut off on its own.
Auto
Right?
shut off. Yeah,
So
so-
it's safety feature, and then also just like replacing the older technology that we kind of become accustomed to.
Yes, and the reason this works so differently and the reason people love this is because it's so efficient and effective. If we look at this heater here, Jen, it's hot. You can feel that heat coming out. The
I gotta get
problem
really close.
is, yes, and all that hot air is going straight up to the ceiling. We learned that in elementary school. Hot air rises, so the ceiling's nice and warm, and then we have to wait for it to travel across the ceiling, come back down the other wall, and then eventually it warms up our room. So if you look at this thermometer in front, it says 73 degrees. Now this has been running for a
Nonstop,
long
yeah.
time, and it has not changed that egg thermometer. If we look over here at the AM09, because this is using our patented air multiplier technology that actually pushes the heat, projects it out to where you are, you feel it right away. Look at this thermometer. This is reading 107
Oh my gosh.
degrees. So now we have this, not to say you want your room 107 degrees, but we have this on high to show you that it's gonna effectively change the room temperature. You have the thermostat, you decide what temperature you want, but you're gonna feel it right away. You're not gonna have to wait. No visible heating elements too. So even though this is running, I can touch it. I don't have to worry about burning myself. And it's this technology inside. It's a mixed flow impeller that actually amplifies that airflow. Then it passes over the heating elements and then projects into your room. So I love that you can be all the way across the room in your bed, use that remote and you feel that warmth right away.
I think that's a good demonstration just for people who are wondering, okay, am I going to make this investment and then it only heats like me when I'm in bed and it's right next to me, right? It will, but it will also warm that entire room. So it fills a large space. It can cool it as well, because I'm not so naive as to think that every part of the country is waking up chilly.
Right.
I have relatives in New Mexico, Texas, and California, right? So I totally understand when you're waking up and you're like by noon it's sweltering, and you're cutting back on the amount of air conditioning that you're using in your home, not just for the immediate space that you're in, but for that entire area in that room. And actually, to prove that, we're
Yeah.
going to head over here.
Yeah, let's
I'm going
show
to go to
this.
the opposite end so I can do my Pete Townsend.
Okay,
Right?
sounds good. Yeah, we're actually going to blow fog through the AM09 to show you what we're talking about with this air multiplier technology. Remember, this is patented to Dyson, but look how much air we are moving. So whether that's heating
going.
or you're cooling, you are room filling the air. The airflow is room filling. So you're going to feel it right away and it's going to make a difference. I know there's nothing worse when you're cold. You don't want to wait, right,
Yeah,
to get
no,
warm.
no,
You
no,
don't-
no,
you
no,
just want to feel it right away, and that's exactly what this gives you.
I mean, I only step as far as the shot will allow, but we have
But
our
you can keep
producer John's
going.
another 8 feet away, and he's got all that that fog right around him too. So you got to do like this, like a rock star, right? Like that's how it works, right? But that's just, it's a fun demonstration. But how else can we show you how air moves, right?
Right.
But Dyson knows how to move air, how to circulate air, and it isn't that blast of piercing, skin drying heat. It's that warmth that just
Right.
makes you feel more comfortable. It's a smart purchase that pays dividends down the road. Maybe a harder discussion or justification to make when it's $469. Now, I know a lot of you who own Dysons, and I'm among you, you go, yeah, I hesitated, and then I bought it, and like, wow, it's the best purchase I ever made. And you're saying that at $469. How about saying it at $299? Now, whenever we say it's the lowest price we found, that's because we have a team that does their research and shops around. That is also the not so subtle suggestion that you shop around as well. But I want to make sure you're searching the Dyson AM09. It's not just the heater or just the fan. It's both of them built in. Comes with a remote control, comes with a timer. So if you only want to run it until a certain time in the morning, you can set the timer. Just like your own thermostat at home has a control panel and you can say, I want it to be XYZ degrees, you're telling this just how warm you want it to be or how much strength in that fan you want, and it will regulate itself so that you're not spending more energy or heat than you need to. That retail value is on your screen. The $60 Easy Pay is there, the free shipping and handling is there, and remember, if you're shopping with your Q card, you can spread it out over, I think it's 9 months' time. Thank you. And that turns it into about $33 a month, all right? And if you save that much each month, guess what? You're at break even, and after just a few months, It's paying for itself. It's B35348. I also want to call out the remote control.
Yes.
I've always said this is the only remote control in my home that I have never once lost.
It's so true.
Because it has a magnet on top of it and it always sits, it's curved. I mean, Dyson thinks about everything to make it ergonomic, to make it beautiful. And because they sell in every nation in the world, they have to make it easy to read without putting various languages on there. So you can see everything right there.
That's what I love about this machine. It's so technologically advanced, but so simple to use. Blue means cooling, so that's your fan mode. Red means heat. You have an energy efficient thermostat there. Below that, you have the oscillating button. At the bottom, you have these two different airflow. So diffused mode to share throughout the room, or personal long range jet focus. You have a sleep timer, anywhere from 15 minutes up to 9 hours, and then 10 different airflow settings on that fan speed, and of course your power button. So everything you need to operate your AM09 is right here. And I want to show you that shut-off, automatic shut-off while we're here. So right now it's running. I'm going to put my remote down. So watch what happens if I tip this over. Pretend I'm the dog. I knock it over. It cuts itself off. So you can see how that power button went out. So peace of mind right there, right? Again, no fast spinning blades, so also for the pets, or if you have little ones running around, you don't ever have to worry about anything getting caught. And then you can turn it back on with that power button, or of course use that remote control that is magnetic, has all your features right there.
I'm gonna ask my producer a question, but you don't have it in front of you, Mike, it's gonna have to be in your memory. Do you remember what the countdown was on the black the last time you gave it to me? Because I don't. Wasn't it 2,700? Okay. Okay, if it was 2,700, the reason I went, wait a minute, because he just gave me a 2,500 update. And I'm looking at, we talked for, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes, and another 200 have gone in the black. And if we only have 2,500 remaining at almost 1 p.m. and lots more day left, I wouldn't wait on the black and silver. Now that said, we have more in the white. My personal preference is the white because I think it just makes it look very, like it would be in a spaceship or something. It's like very modern.
It's very crisp, very clean.
In fact, can we hop over here real quick? I just want to show everybody how great it looks in this bedroom setting. We had to remake the bed because Kirsten was in it earlier, right? Because that's that cozy feeling.
Nice and cozy. Yep.
You know, and I know like Kirsten, she loves summer and I totally get it, right? But I like it when it's a little chilly in the morning and you're all cuddled underneath the blanket. I don't want it to be cold.
Right.
Just that feeling of warmth when it's chilly outside.
And a lot of people use this in their bedroom on that fan for that reason.
Yes,
they want that air movement all night long, right?
But see how great the white looks in this kind of, so I came over here in case maybe your bedroom kind of looks similar. It's in grays and white. So I just say that because I know a lot of you are defaulting to the black and I understand that, but I don't want you to be shy of the white. And you know what? If you're shy of the white because dust,
no.
It wipes right clean, guys. There's no blades to get in there and have to degunkify, which is not a word, but I just made it.
But it explains it perfectly. Yes, it's really easy to care for. You just wipe it down with a microfiber cloth. But the real difference here is how it works. Do you see all these little holes that you're seeing? They are actively drawing in air, 6 gallons of air per second.
Jeez.
It's then amplified, and then you decide whether you're using it in the cooling mode or the heating mode, but it's going to move towards you, and that's why you feel it right away. So I'm gonna do a little comparison here. I have a board with thermal paint on it, and thermal paint changes color when it gets warm. So it's blue right now. As it gets warm, it will turn white. So when I put this in front of this radiator heater that is very hot, nothing is happening to that paint. It's not changing color because it's not getting warm right away. Again, it's emitting that hot air, but hot air rises. So you're paying and it's going up to the ceiling. When we put this in front of the AM09, what happens is almost instantly you can see how that paint starts to change color, and that's because it's warming up right away. So that's really the Dyson difference and why the AM09 has been so popular, because it is so effective. And then the other thing, Jen, is I love that I can set it to whatever temperature I like. Maybe that's 72, maybe that's 78. But it's only going to run when it needs to maintain that room temperature.
And you don't hear it kick in, kick off, kick in, kick off.
It's
you
so
know,
quiet.
to rev, it's so quiet.
It's acoustically engineered.
Ooh, of course it is. I actually love. I mean, you almost have to lean in to hear it, but I like it as a little bit of white noise.
Yes.
You know, that's running at night. I used to have that oil heater. And I would always be so afraid that my then puppy dog would sit in front of it and like singe his fur.
Yeah, it's hot.
Because when you get close enough to it, it is hot, and it's a hazard.
You can see it's on, it's running. It is hot to the touch for sure, and it doesn't have an auto shut off.
which we can't do with that.
Right, you can customize. Look how I'm tilting it. It has touch tilt technology. So if it is on your desk and you want it to warm up your toes and your legs while you're working on your computer, you can angle it down. How about you have it on the floor and you want to angle it up to where you are in your recliner watching QVC? You can get the perfect position because all you're doing is just moving it.